Well, good morning, everyone. My name is Mighty Stream, and I'm going to do your March the 16th spiritual principle a day in a meditation. If you need to reach me, feel free to do so at recoveryofhope21@gmail.com. Okay, let's get into the meditation. Have you been waiting for it? I am running so behind today, but I'm excited to be with you guys. The title of the meditation is Accepting That I'm Not Always Right. If we notice that we are the lone voice on every issue, we may want to consider the utility of acceptance and surrender as spiritual principles. Guiding Principles Tradition 2 opening essay. And they're coming out with everything firing today. It's hard being right all the time. What makes it more difficult is that people don't seem to notice how right I am. Before recovery, we were completely resistant to others' perspectives, especially about what we were doing with our lives. My life, my choices. Sometimes we pretend to hear someone out. Yes, great. I will apply for that job tomorrow, but we'd hit up the dealer instead. Then we get clean. And there's an expectation that we take suggestions from more experienced members. Yes, great idea. I will get a commitment tomorrow. And we actually do. We even join a home group and are excited to participate in the monthly business meetings. We have some great ideas that will improve this group. First off, the IPs should be racked in numerical order. Secondly, the refreshments cost too much. We know where we can get cheaper stuff. And about that meeting format, our area has too many literature studies. There are exactly zero supporters of our proposed overhaul. Actually, there are other proposals on the table the group favors. Those won't work, we think. The group feels differently and votes accordingly. The meeting continues to thrive. What do I do now? We consult with a member we kind of trust, accept it and move on, they respond. The concept of a group conscience is foreign to many of us, especially one expressed through a loving higher power. As NA members, we all get to have our perspectives heard. With practice, rather, we even start to see the wisdom in others' ideals. For some of us, our acceptance only goes as far as this. Their ideals are almost as good as mine. Today, I can let go of some of my attachment to being right and accept the group's conscience. I will say, yes, great idea to someone else and do my best to mean it. What a powerful meditation. I believe that this is something that we all deal with. It's not something that we just deal with when we first get clean and start doing service. This will always be relevant because we will always be in a position where we need to be a part of the group conscience and we need to support the group conscience, even if the group conscience is not something that we personally voted for. At the end of the day, our personal recovery depends on NA unity, tradition 1. And then here in tradition 2, we are learning to understand that all of us have a part in group conscience. All of us, whether we vote the same or not. This is something that is a spiritual principle that we have benefited from to date. There have been tons of group consciences that were made long before you ever got clean. And the result being that the doors were still open and the message was still being carried. Even if it was carried to you inside of a prison or it was carried to you in a treatment center, there were tons of group consciences that had to be made wherever you are all over the world in order for that message to get to you. So when we come up with ideas about how much better this would be or that would be if we did this or did that, why hasn't anyone ever done it like this? That suggestion is going to be subjected to a vote, to group conscience. Maybe even if it hits the table, it may not even hit the table. It may flop the moment you suggest it, but they will at least listen to the suggestion. Okay. My name is Mighty Stream. I've enjoyed talking to you. This is a heavy hitter on service work and having the right attitude about group conscience. I hope that you will have a beautiful day on purpose. I intend to, and I will be talking to you tomorrow.